The historic Pearl Stable has stood in San Antonio since the late 19th century. But at a recent summit, it was 21st century technology that was being discussed by government leaders, business leaders, and tech experts collaborating to find ways to make San Antonio an even smarter city.
IoT, A Connected World, which is the name of this summit, is focused on the idea of the Internet of Things, the connected devices, but it was geared at the typical business leader who's trying to figure out what the heck is IoT and why should I care, and moreover, how do I even leverage this for my business? And so that was our goal. So it's really important because it's coming at a furious pace, the idea, the implementation of connected devices that are smart and can do things without human intervention. And to have this sort of technology brought here, I think really puts San Antonio on the map, to have a discussion around this. It's Epicenter's role to sort of foster a platform in which dialogues happen, connections happen, and the idea that it drives innovation. So think of a typical business leader who might suddenly be inspired from today's session about what they can do to automate their business, to streamline it, to drive down costs. That not only impacts them as a business owner, but it affects the consumer in a positive way.
The summit is really important for the city of San Antonio. When you think about San Antonio trying to become a smart city, there were really three different aspects of Internet of Things technology. And Internet of Things sounds complicated to people. This is about devices. They can be refrigerators, they can be any kind of device, an automobile, connected to the internet somehow, that because of its connection can give feedback to the device, to the user of the device, to make it better. So it's like, connecting things to the internet, right? That's what IoT is. So the city is looking at it in three different aspects. What's going on in the homes to make homes more efficient? Are you running your air conditioning when you're not there? You don't have to do that. Maybe a pool pump is running, too much at a peak time of energy usage. The city can help you figure that out, cut it off, lower your utility bills. Then they had some presentations about smart generation of electricity, sharing electricity. So again, a way, if you have solar panels and you're not using it all for your house, maybe your neighbors want to buy it and they can participate in that economy. And then they were talking about smart technology like on roads that allow faster traffic flow, less pollution, shorter rush hours, things that really not only improve the city from a quality of life standpoint, but also save energy, or better for cars, better for consumers and everybody else. So in order to move San Antonio into the future, creating a smart city, Internet of Things, connecting all of these devices to each other, critical part of the city. This is a chance for entrepreneurs, companies, and city officials to get together and discuss what everybody has going on.
Yeah, I think that we all are familiar with IoT technologies, whether we know it or not. We have our smartphones, we have our smart TVs, but understanding what the implications of those are on a broader level is really important. And ultimately, what I learned here today was how important it is for our allocation of resources, particularly in the electricity sector, how important it is to have IoT technologies to give us a more efficient grid and a more efficient use of our electrical resources. View is a technology company. We manufacture smart windows. They're windows that transition their tint state from a clear glass all the way down to a tinted glass that keeps spaces cool and comfortable. It eliminates glare from a space and allows you to maintain your view without blinds and shades. A lot of times we compare it to transition lenses. We see those every day. But rather than reacting to the sun, we're actually controlling the glass. First with a software program where we're actually taking the building that we put our glass in, we put it into a computer model, and we figure out how to transition the glass appropriately to optimize the amount of daylight and heat that comes into the space. And then we also give users an iPhone app or a mobile application to control the glass to their liking.
This was the inaugural IoT Internet of Things Summit, but Kimberly Britton is planning on many more in the future.
Our focus will be, sometimes we will look at the general business community or as citizens to learn more about what's happening in a particular aspect of new energy innovation in that industry sector. But we'll also be looking at those business sectors themselves, and we may have a conference that's more technical. Our goal will be to drive conversation that drives innovation. So we want to keep the communication going on, we want to keep connections flourishing, and be able to bring big hot topics to this community and really open them up, unpack them for the general business consumption. So our goal is to be a thought leader, a convener of great minds and mindsets to push this industry into the next century and beyond.